Have you ever looked back at your life and thought, if only I had known this sooner? Well, that's exactly how I felt the morning I turned 60. I was sitting by my window, a cup of warm coffee in hand, watching the sun rise slowly over the quiet neighborhood. And for the first time in a long while, I wasn't rushing anywhere, but I couldn't stop thinking, what would I tell my younger self if I had the chance? So today, I want to share with you 3 things I truly wish I had known before turning 60. Not because I regret my choices, but because I believe they could help someone else find peace and meaning sooner than I did. On the morning of my 60th birthday, I didn't want a big party, no balloons, no surprise cake. I just wanted some quiet. My children had called the night before. They were all busy jobs, families, lives of their own. I understood, but as I sat alone with my thoughts, I realized I was stepping into a new chapter, one that came with silence more often than celebration. I wasn't sad, just thoughtful. That morning, I found an old journal from when I was 40. I flipped through the pages, reading my goals, my worries, my hopes. It felt like meeting a younger version of myself, ambitious, anxious, always in a hurry. And I wished I could whisper 3 simple truths into his ear. 1. Time isn't just passing, it's teaching. When I was younger, I treated time like a thief, always afraid it would take away my youth, my strength, my value. I rushed to succeed, to prove myself, to build something that would last. But I never realized time wasn't taking things from me. It was giving me something deeper. It gave me perspective. The problems I used to lose sleep over, most of them solved themselves, or weren't that important to begin with. Time taught me that not every mountain needs to be climbed. Some just need to be admired from a distance. I wish I had known that the quiet moments, a walk in the morning sun, laughing with a friend over coffee, holding my wife's hand in silence were not distractions from life. They were life. Practical takeaway. If you're younger than 60, slow down. Time will take care of most things if you let it. If you're over 60, cherish that wisdom and pass it on. 2. Relationships are worth more than achievements. In my 40s and 50s, I chased milestones, promotions, pay raises, projects completed. I felt alive, checking off boxes and adding titles to my name. But I missed birthdays. I skipped vacations. I postponed meaningful conversations, always saying, I'll make time next week. What I didn't know was that relationships don't wait. People grow older, some drift away, some pass on, and no title, no award, no bonus can bring back those lost moments. Now, at 60, my proudest moments are not what I achieved, but who I still have. A friend who checks on me weekly, a brother who still laughs at my old jokes, a neighbor who brings soup when I'm under the weather. I wish I had watered those relationships earlier, like a garden, instead of assuming they'd always bloom without care. Real advice: don't let busy become your excuse. Text your sibling, call your old friend, hug your spouse a little longer tonight. 3. Peace is built, not found. In my younger days, I thought peace would arrive one day like a package at my doorstep. I imagined I'd feel calm once I had enough money, once the kids were grown, once I retired. But every time I reached one of those milestones, peace didn't come, just a new list of worries. It took me decades to realize peace isn't a destination. It's a choice you build brick by brick with your thoughts, your habits, your gratitude. Now, I wake up and stretch my legs slowly. I write 3 things I'm thankful for. I don't rush breakfast. I sit with the silence instead of running from it. That's peace, not a perfect life, but a practiced one. What you can do today: start small, a morning walk, a 5-minute reflection, a deep breath before responding. Peace grows where you plant it. As I sit here, 60 years behind me, and God willing, a few more ahead, I don't wish for youth again. I wish I had trusted the journey more. I wish I had been gentler with myself. I wish I had known that the little things, a shared laugh, a quiet sunset, a moment of stillness, would one day be the big things. But I know now. And maybe, if you're listening, you'll know a little sooner than I did. So tell me, if you could go back, what's one thing you wish you knew before 60? Let's share with each other in the comments, because we still have time to grow, to laugh, and to live gently. And if you found a little peace in these words today, consider subscribing to our channel. This is a space where growing older is not the end, it's the beginning of something more mindful, more meaningful, and more beautiful. 1. Time is your teacher, not your enemy. Slow down and listen. 2. People matter more than trophies. Invest in relationships. 3. Peace is not a prize, it's a practice. Build it daily.